Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. I was reading an article recently, I'll get to it here in a moment, but I saw this phrase, this patchwork of pathways when talking about the immigration system. I just thought that was so well put, because that really is what it feels like. It's sort of like in Super Mario Brothers, where you had the warp, the pipes, where they could go into the pipes and warp to another world and do all this stuff. It just kind of feels like the immigration system is like that. I don't mean to laugh, because it's serious, and right now the immigration system could be in a lot better shape, as I'll get to in a moment. But yeah, there is this kind of element of it being a patchwork of pathways. I really like that. And this article is from Yahoo, that's yahoo.com. Article is titled, "More than 1 million could die waiting for green cards as U.S. immigration buckles amid COVID." Quoting directly, "It has been more than 3 decades since Congress approved a major overhaul of the U.S. immigration system, which involves a patchwork of pathways spread across multiple federal agencies, depending on factors including a person's country of origin, family ties, and profession. The Trump administration implemented time-consuming changes, longer application forms, requests for additional evidence, more scrutiny for renewals that extended existing backlogs to unmanageable levels at every step." Yeah. I don't generally like to get into partisan stuff here, and this really isn't a partisan thing. It just is what it is. The Trump administration really, truly did, I'm just going to quote that again, implemented time-consuming changes, longer application forms, requests for additional evidence. Yeah, the RFEs, coming out of the immigration apparatus right now, we get them sometimes. It's like, really? Literally, we gave this to you already. More scrutiny for renewals that extended existing backlogs to unmanageable levels at every step. There's just been a lot of increasingly Byzantine, bureaucratic processes sort of added to the overall immigration process. And patchwork of pathways is definitely a good way to look at it. There's multiple different federal agencies you're going to be dealing with throughout the process, and multiple different sort of sub-departments within a given government agency when you're dealing with the immigration system. I've said for a long time I'm very much in favor of comprehensive immigration reform. I'd very much like to see some major changes to kind of bring the America's immigration framework kind of up to date with modern times. I don't know if it's politically possible. It seems like there's so much polarization politically that it may not be possible. We may just have to kind of bumble along and do the best we can moving forward. But yeah, unfortunately, that patchwork of pathways is a lot more Byzantine and difficult to deal with than it was some 5-6 years ago.